MGF Custom / Reviews.
What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another review on a brand new LEGO Star Wars 2013 set, and this one is the Rancor Pit. The set number is 75005. It has 380 pieces. It is ages 8 through 14. So this set is easily the ultimate play set, especially for families. But before we get onto it and the minifigures, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So the box, once again, using the 2013 design, is obviously a bigger box considering this set is a bigger set. And as you can see, you have all the info on the left side, of course, the LEGO Star Wars logo, some really nice graphics here, along with the little box showing off all the minifigures, and all of these minifigures are new, which is always awesome, except I'm not sure that no, they're not, at least just the Gomorian Guard is not new, but these three are. And as you can see, there is some info on this side here. You have different languages and all that good stuff, and then more info, different languages. So lots of languages. More info on the top here, right next to all the minifigures on the top, along with the actual size reference. And then you have the basically, this is what is really awesome about this set that I unfortunately cannot show you, because as you guys know, I wasn't able to review all of the summer sets, and by the time I was going to be able to review them, they would have been pointless because there had already been countless of reviews out, and it just wouldn't have worked out. So I didn't actually get the chance to review Jabba's Palace, and nor do I own it, so I can't actually show you how this connects to the Rancor Pit. But as you can see there, it looks very awesome, and you can reenact that awesome scene where an unsuspecting Luke Skywalker is cast off into the pit to face the Rancor with merely a bone to defend himself. But as you can see, the two sets connect really great, and we'll just, if you have both, we'll just make for the perfect Jabba's Palace. And as you can see, the features are all shown off here, which look really great. And I will be showing you all of these features in the review in a few seconds, depending on how long. Anyway, alright, so without wasting any more time here on the box, let's go ahead and jump on into the minifigures of this set. So we'll start off with Luke Skywalker here, and he features the brand new dark bluish gray Luke Skywalker Jedi robe, which was introduced in the earlier desert skiff from earlier this year. And he does not have a lightsaber, because obviously in the scene he did not have his lightsaber. He had to use a bone to defend himself and his intellect. And you can see his black legs and black arms do look pretty nice. And the color, the new take on his Jedi robe really looks great. And you can see he does have even more detail to represent that Jedi robe on the back there. And you can see the mouth kind of shows behind his hairpiece, which looks kind of lame. But his hairpiece is that default LEGO hairpiece we've always seen, but molded in the blonde color. And as you can see, this face is the more aggressive face, which does look really great. Take his hair off to give you a better look at that. And he does have a double-sided face. And then this face is, I don't honestly know why he would have this face while fighting a Rancor, other than the fact that he just could say, "Come at me, bro." And now we have the Gomorian Guard, and the Gomorian Guard, this is actually my first one. Of course, I got the Gomorian Guard from the old Jabba's sail barge, but this is my very first Gomorian Guard, and he looks really amazing. Like, this is my first Gomorian Guard with the updated concept, because this one has an entirely new molded piece. And when I say piece, like literally half of the figure is just one big piece, and it is solid plastic. It is not it's not flexible plastic at all. And as you can see, the horns are printed on, his armor is printed on, his fur is printed on. You can see the green color used for the Gomorian Guard is amazing, and you can see the eyes printed in there, and the teeth, the nose. It just looks all absolutely fantastic, and this is easily the best Gomorian Guard we have ever gotten in a LEGO set. And then you can see the leg printing also looks really amazing, as the fur does continue down over his belt onto his legs. And once again, the green color used is just really phenomenal, and this is easily the definitive LEGO Gomorian Guard. Now we have Malachy Lee, the shirtless Rancor keeper who tears up after Luke murders his demon of a pet. And that was a hilarious scene, by the way, in Return of the Jedi. And as you can see, his staff is pretty cool. It is made up of 3 pieces. That piece there, actually 4 pieces, my bad. You have basically that little tooth there is a separate piece, and then so is the actual hook, and then along with another hook attached to this rod. And then you put it all together, and you have Malachy Lee's staff. And as you can see, his legs are the same olive green color that we saw on the Gomorian Guard. His torso is to represent a shirtless torso. As you can see, you kind of have some cloth, his clothing coming up on his torso there, and you can see his belly a little bit along with some chest hair, and then the back here shows off even more shirtlessness. And if you flip the head around, yes, this is a double-sided head. And gosh damn new figures. Am I the only one who encounters that, where when you put a new head on a new LEGO figure, it kind of like puts a temporary seal on it and you have to detach it? That's kind of lame. But that's just, hey, it's factory quality, and that shows that it's new, and that's always great. Anyway, as you can see, there is the secondary face where he is tearing up, and man, LEGO nailed that facial expression. But other than that, that is the last normal minifigure shown or given in this set. And now we're going to move on to the most dominant minifigure I've ever seen in a LEGO set. Now we have the monstrosity of what's apparently considered a minifigure in this set, and obviously it is the center of the set. And not only that, but the Rancors are just a symbol of Star Wars, because they are seen not only in this definitive Return of the Jedi scene, but in various other aspects and portions of Star Wars. And it is just great to see LEGO finally make one of these guys in one of their sets. And I mean, like, when we were playing LEGO Star Wars, it was just so fun fighting the Rancors, but it's just, we were just like, why hasn't LEGO made these? And I'm just really glad that they're finally here. But before I get into how amazing this Rancor is, let's go ahead and take a look at what he's like disassembled. So here is this beast completely disassembled, not necessarily completely, but I'll show you what I mean in a second. So as you can see, this is what it looks like when his mouth is detached. You have plenty of room in there to fit a minifigure, so if Luke ever fails, then you can pop Luke in his mouth and then, commence damage. But then you can take his actual mouthpiece and then attach it to these 2 indentations on both sides of his cheek, and then you have his mouth attached. So you can open it up, take your figure, and then slide him in a little bit. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do, but it definitely works if you get it done correctly. Put your minifigure in, and then you can close it up, and your minifigure has been consumed by the Rancor. And it's pretty cool. As you can see, this is where the arms attach. The arms attach with these connector pieces attached to some sand blue plastic inside the hollow arms. And you just attach them on both sides, just like so. And once you attach them, they kind of are on makes like a cocking sound. So you can pretty much get the idea there. It's pretty nice. And the hands, which are exactly the same, so I'm not going to show you the second one, are really cool, as they are made up of a bunch of pieces actually. These 2 fingers are actually molded onto the hand, while these 2 are separately attached, as you can see here. And you just attach those, and then you got all of his fingers on. And what's cool is that his fingernails are actual tooth pieces, and they pretty much just attach into little holes on each finger. And it's pretty sweet because it just looks so menacing once you have this guy completely assembled. And what's amazing about these hands is how well they are able to grip minifigures. And I'll show you that in just a second once I get this hand attached here. And here's a good look at how they attach. And when you attach the hands, they don't make like a cocking sort of sound. They just swivel, which is completely fine. And as you can see, when you take a Gomorian Guard, and I guess you can get him in a frantically panicking pose, I suppose. There's my pose. There you go. You can simply have the Rancor grip the minifigure very nicely, and it just works really great. And it's just, this Rancor is just perfect. And then you take this chain and you can attach that to his wrist right there, and that's how that works. And there is your Rancor, and it is just really amazing once you get it all assembled. And then you take a look at all of the design benefits of this amazing Rancor, and you have the tail coming down and these scales, you have all of this detail, and it's just so incredible. And then maybe if you want, if you have extra minifigures, you can seat them on the shoulders of the Rancor, and then you can have them go for a Rancor ride. I mean, like, that's a hell of a lot better than a car, if you ask me. And it's pretty sweet. So this Rancor definitely represents a perfect playability feature for this set, as it is the center of this set. This is the Rancor Pit, so of course they made the Rancor as awesome as it can be, and it is just really something else, and I'm really in love with this Rancor. Stand up. No. Yeah, he does have some balancing issues, just to clarify that, now that that just happened. So, yeah. To get him to balance, you kind of have to have his arms bent properly, or else if you have too much weight on one arm, then obviously it's going to become unbalanced and he's going to fall over, as you can see there. So maybe move the arm up one more. No, yeah. If you get the arms in the proper position, he will eventually stand properly. There we go. So yeah, that is about it for the minifigures. Because I don't really know how this is considered a minifigure, even though it's so awesome. So as you can see, the minifigures are really fantastic, and it's just really great to get the Gomorian Guard. And man, that Rancor, it just has so much to him. It is just really great to finally see a Rancor put into a LEGO set. But before we actually get onto the set, let's go ahead and move it back a little bit. Okay, Mr. Rancor, fall over, that's okay. And we have the instruction book. However, I kind of feel like the instruction book here is kind of oversized. Like, it doesn't need this much paper, nor does it need 67 pages, because this was honestly a really simple build and doesn't really need this much. So I don't think this is really needed, but who cares? As you can see in the back, we have the rest of the Winter Line 2013 sets, and excluding the Bark Speeder on Barn, MHC, and Echo Base. And moving on, we have the advertisement for lego.com/Star Wars, and then all the pieces, and then of course we move on and you get into the actual instruction manual, you know. And yeah, so then we also have the extra pieces, and the extra pieces aren't all that useful. You do get a extra red stud, a handle for the bucket included in the set, an extra fire piece, and you get an extra claw for the Rancor. And it's actually dark tan, just like those there, but I seem to have misplaced it. Anyway, it's pretty much just like that. Just an extra one. So who doesn't remember the iconic Rancor Pit scene from Return of the Jedi? And it's just great to see a set mimicking that awesome scene. But anyway, what's really cool about this, and really expresses the fact that this is a play set type of set, you get to open it up, and to give you an idea of just as to how it opens, you see right there at that crease is where all the action happens, and basically you just pull it apart. Everything falls over, of course, but there is a little pin right in there with which the hook piece attaches into that rod there. And the skeleton just does not stay, does he? Stay, okay. And as you can see, it completely opens up, and then you can have the Rancor come in, grab his Gomorian Guard, and, you know, have dinner. Like I showed you, Gomorian Guard can fit into his mouth, and so can the other figures. But what's really cool about this is that, let's just go ahead and get the Gomorian Guard out of his hand real quick, is that you can reenact the part where Luke actually uses the door, you know, the cage door thing in the film, to smash the Rancor's neck and just stop him in his tracks. And basically you can have the Rancor come right in through here, and something like that, and then drop it right on him. But what's cool about this mechanism is you have this little Technics section here, and what it does is you basically take this door piece, slide it right in, and then to stop it from going all the way down, you take this and just simply, I can't really get a good angle there, you just kind of insert these rods into the slots there, and then it stops it from going all the way down. And that's pretty much how you can hold it up. But if you want it to just flat out crush the Rancor like in the movie, then you just drop it on, and you know, this is a really cool little mechanism. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. And as you can see, there is a little door here for the Rancor Keeper to run through and then bawl his eyes out after his absolutely beautiful pet is killed by a Jedi who stands for peace in the galaxy, which is always good. Anyway, you can see there is a red little button there utilizing a translucent red stud. There are also 2 torches right there and there hanging off the sides. And the final feature for this set is the fact that you can open up this pillar right here, and then I don't know why Luke never did it in the movie, but apparently he does it as a Lego figure. He can basically fit him right inside there, and he can hide from the Rancor, which is obviously a playability feature, and gets him out of the way anyway. So it's pretty cool. You can give you a better look at that. You can just hide Luke away in there, and now the Rancor is blind and can't find Mark Hamill to nom on. And behind the door is basically what the Gatekeeper can grab. I assume he uses his little rake to possibly subdue the Rancor. He probably will get his face nommed off if he tried, though. And then you get a little key which is latched onto the wall there by a little hook. And I already gave you a good look at the key when I showed you the Rancor Keeper. But then you also get this little bucket right here. And that is what the extra handle that comes with the set is for. But as you can see, there where the skeleton head is, you simply pull the skeleton head up, and then that reveals even more bones. Now, on the box, it reveals that the bones can actually are supposed to fit in the little crate with the chicken in there. But honestly, what better place for the extra bones than right in there, which I assume is where they should go, or where they're supposed to go. And I can just basically put the platform right back on, and they are hidden. And the extra skeleton that comes with the set is not really considered a minifigure, which is why I didn't actually show it in the minifigure 360s. But he is a skeleton made up of a few pieces. As you can see, his head, his arms, and his legs all can come off, and that goes for these 2. And it's just really cool. Always gotta love having Lego skeletons. They're pretty awesome little dudes. And you can have him slumped over right there. And really not much else to go over with this other than the fact that the playability for this set is absolutely incredible, and the overall concept of Jabba's palace was done pretty nicely. As you can see, all kinds of dark bluish gray pieces, dark tan pieces, light bluish gray pieces, and slopes and rock formations. It's just a really nice interpretation of this scene, and I'm sure it goes fantastic with Jabba's palace. So when you get the chance, be sure to pick up Jabba's palace if you don't have it already. So anyway, that about does it for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you found this review informative, then please do give this video a like, as it helps tremendously, and I'd love to hear your opinion in the comment sections below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and finish this off, guys. Alright, I'll see you later.
Bye!